Hey guys, so this is a bit of an unplanned video. Since my mom has my son right now, I thought I would take advantage of this time and turn on the camera. So here we are, totally unscripted. And if you know me, you know that I can have the tendency to ramble. I'm going to try so hard not to do that today. If you don't know me, just a quick introduction. My name is Mary. I have a 5-year-old son, and we are a Disney loving family. We love going to Disney. We love planning Disney trips. We love going to Disney on Ice, if I want to be honest. Like, we love everything Disney. I'm also a work from home mom, which is why you are finding me sitting on my couch in the middle of a Wednesday. Also looking like this, crazy hair, like barely any makeup. Listen, I was doing good to put on a bra. In fact, the only reason why I did is because of this video. So anyway, gosh, I don't know why this video makes me nervous. I mean, it's like nothing scandalous. It's probably because I really just do not want to have to make this video. So, when I decided to create my own channel, I decided to do so because back when I was planning my son's very first trip to Disney, and I only have the one kid, it's just one son. I'm a boy mom through and through. But when I was looking around for like Disney trips, Disney tips, and stuff for families, all the Disney vloggers that I was watching that I found most helpful, they were all girl moms. And hey, no shade to girl moms because, like Beyonce said, who run the world? Girls. Anyway, okay. Getting off topic here. But the videos that those girl moms made, I watched them. I got a lot of good information out of them, but in the back of my mind I kept thinking, okay, but like when it comes to character dining experiences, like this review of Cinderella's Royal Table or Enchanted Rose or what's the other one? Ask Her Shoes. Like this doesn't like help me because my son is not really into princesses. So, there were some gaps there that I saw, and I couldn't find a whole lot of boy mom related content. So, after our first trip, like, you know, after on that trip, while we were on that trip, I had like no aspirations or thoughts of even starting a YouTube channel. But after that trip, I came home and I thought, you know what, why not do this? Because we're gonna go to Disney at least once a year, maybe more. So like why not? I can create this kind of content and I can focus it around boy moms and give like tips for boy moms. But okay. So we only had one trip planned for this year, but I had to cancel it and it really sucks to have to say that. But and I know a lot of other families are going through this because this economy is, girl, it's rough out there. And so things have come up for other families. Something came up with my family, and I have to be able to pay the bills and put food on the table. So Disney, unfortunately, has to get canceled. Um, and so my first thought was, well, how am I gonna like create Disney related content if I don't actually go to Disney this year? So yeah, that's why you're gonna see a lot of videos here, either in my house or in my backyard, because sometimes it's just easier to take my son outside and let him do his thing on the swing set while I make a video in the yard. But yeah, it really like it's such a letdown. And I'm really glad that I had not told my son about it. So when it comes to planning, I kind of do it in a few phases. I'll do it in like the research phase. And so I'll try to figure out, all right, like what time of year do we want to go? And where do we want to stay? How much do we want to budget? And so I'd already done that. And usually I do not tell my son until it becomes a sure thing. So, once I've like booked some things and have things like nailed down, um, then I'll do it. Then I'll tell him because I really don't want to get him all excited about it if it's only a maybe. And so this time around, like I'd done the research phase, I knew my budget, I knew where we were going to stay, I had an idea, like I kind of knew the dates to be honest, but I had not booked anything yet. And right when I was getting to the point of thinking, okay, I need a book, like life just happened and it threw us a curveball, and now we're just not able to go because that money has to be reallocated. And here's the thing, the reason why I'm sharing this is not to have a pity party, but it's because, when I decided to create this channel, I decided, I really just want to be honest and open with you guys, but also share like keep it real, like show real life, because some of these Disney content creators, like they have a really awesome job that I wish I had. They're able to go to Disney. Some of them go on like a daily or weekly basis, but like let's say we're talking just about like the family vloggers. Some of the family vloggers that I watch, they live out of state, but they go to Disney once every month or two. And that's not reality for us because, well, budget, y'all, Disney is expensive. But also because, like, my son goes to public school. So we have to work around that schedule. I'm not a cool enough mom to let him miss, like, a whole week of school. So we work around the school schedule. We go on, like, breaks, like fall break, summer break, spring break. Christmas break, we have not done a Christmas break trip yet. We've done kind of like a Thanksgiving break trip because here in our area they get a Thanksgiving break. Christmas break, I have not tried yet because usually they don't get out for Christmas break until like the week before Christmas, and we just haven't been able to make that timing work for a Disney trip yet. But anyway, all of that, here we go. See, I told you I'll ramble. All of that to say, like, the reality for most families is that they can't go once every month or two. Um, and most of the time when they go, if they can go once a year, then they're doing good. Some people can only go like once every 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. Um, and it is like the reality also is that sometimes things come up. You lose a job, you lose a family member, you get sick, you have something else come up, and you just cannot make that trip work. And it is disappointed. It does suck, man, because we were gonna have so much fun. It was gonna be our first mommy and me trip. We're gonna have so much fun. I was gonna share with you guys how we do our Disney days different than a lot of other families I know. Um, yeah, we just had things planned. We were even gonna stay at a resort that we've never stayed at before, so sucks. But I thought I would share it with you guys just to let you know why, first of all, you're gonna see a lot of content filmed here instead of like Disney vlogs, but also to let you know that if you are or have been in that difficult situation where you have to cancel a trip and it's such a bummer, I understand. Like, God, I do understand so bad. As of right now, I have no idea like when we can go back. I do have kind of like a savings goal, but y'all, it's a lofty savings goal. Like if I can save up, I have a certain number in mind. If I can save up that particular number by September, then we can book something. But like I said, it's a lofty goal. I'd have to sell a lot of houses in order to make that happen, like a lot of houses. If you don't already know, my full-time job, I am a realtor, which is why I work from home because most of us realtors here in this area and most of the realtors I know throughout the country that work from home. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of houses I'd have to sell. Um, so yeah. So I mean, it wasn't like it was going to break the bank. It's not like I'm trying to save up $20,000 in 4 months here, but yeah, it's just still like, yeah. When you are a single income household with like no help, like no financial assistance, um, and I'm not saying this for pity, I'm just sharing the reality. It's sometimes money has to get relocated from Disney to covering something else. Like I said, keeping a roof over our head and food on the table. So we're gonna be fine. I'm like I said earlier, I'm glad that I didn't share all of this with my son, so he has no idea that I was planning a trip and now it's been taken away. So I'm glad he's not having to feel that pain. But yeah. Anyway, here we are, real life, every day. I will go ahead and end this there. As far as upcoming videos, listen, guys, I know I've only been posting once a month. My goal is to actually post once a week. Work, as in like real estate, has been kind of busy here lately, which is why I've not posted or edited anything. I actually sat down and filmed an entire video in my office. God, it might have been a couple of weeks ago. And in the editing process, as I was editing it, I was like, this is just not a good video. So that is why you have not seen that one. I'm going to redo it. I think I'm just gonna like do a different type of video instead of trying to redo that. It was just not a good idea. Okay. Just sometimes, do you ever have those ideas sometimes where it's like, it seems like a good idea in theory, but when you put it into practice, it's like, ooh, girl. So, yeah, that's what happened with that one. Just good idea in theory, but just it didn't turn out good. So, I do have to reshoot that one. There's others that I need to shoot. Y'all, school is out for the summer here in the Memphis area. So, you're probably going to be seeing more with me and my son. I do apologize. God, he really just likes to be on camera and talk, and that's great. But at the same time, it makes it difficult for mommy to say everything without being interrupted. So, y'all, if you could only see some of the bloopers from the last one. But anyway, so I will go ahead and end this here. If you would like to follow along with our journey and see when we actually can reschedule this trip or get some more like tips and tricks or thoughts from a boy mom as far as doing Disney, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and just keep an eye out for future videos, which I hope to be able to pump out faster. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.